What is up, everyone? Movie Worm back again with another 4K and Blu-ray update. Now, I think my last two 4K and Blu-ray updates had about 10 titles in each one. This one's a little bit bigger. I've got 19 titles here, which is way enough for a Blu-ray and 4K update. I've got a couple of more in the post, but I don't think they're going to come in time for the end of the month. I usually do them at the end of the month, but this is a fair amount. Now, some of these aren't the greatest titles. They're like £4 from £8 on Music Magpie or 2 for £3. But there are reasons I picked them up. I didn't just grab anything. There were films I wanted to watch. But I've still got a 101 Films limited edition here, some 4Ks, a couple of 4Ks, a couple of Arrow releases, and the rest are just standard Amarais and one video game I'll show at the end. So let's just get on with it, shall we? The first movie I picked up from 101 Films is Roller Coaster. I actually watched this morning. And I remember my dad taped this for me years ago because I just wanted to watch it because I was obsessed with theme parks and stuff, and I found it really, really boring. I was expecting lots of, theme park. Well, I can't explain it really, I knew it was about a guy going around bombing roller coasters and stuff, but it was really lots of talking in it, and I just kept fast forwarding all the talking and not really happened. I found it quite boring, but as I grew older, I actually enjoyed this. It was quite a good movie, and it's from the 1970s, so the transfer on this was fantastic. It looked great for the 70s movie, and this is a nice limited edition. Now, 101 Films didn't actually have this on their website. I had to get it through HMV, but basically you got the Amarais in there with all special features, 2 discs. We also have a nice booklet there. Just I'll open it up. Look at that. Little quick look in there. Yeah, so yeah, nice. Glad to have that one. Bit of nostalgia there for me. I'm glad to own that on Blu-ray. So can I get that in? Yes, I can. So just to let you know, guys, I know a lot of people picked up the Rise of Skywalker this month, and I totally forgot it was coming out because I'm not a massive Star Wars fan. But the reason I haven't picked it up yet is because I own the first 8 episodes on Steelbook. So I want to get it on Steelbook, but Zavvi have sold out. So hopefully that'll come in. Someone let me know on the internet that they do actually get them back in. But I did pick up the poor man's version on 4K, and that was Solo, the only Star Wars movie I have not seen yet. I still haven't watched it. But, I like the look of it. Han Solo origin story. Chewbacca's in there, my favourite character from Star Wars, probably. I haven't checked this one out yet, guys. There's a few movies here I haven't seen yet, but I have seen more than half of them. Next one I picked up is another movie I haven't seen yet. And that is XXX, The Next... No, it's not The Next Level, is it? It's The Return of Xander Cage. I'm glad to get this because the last 2 updates, I think I picked up XXX and XXX The Next Level, so I'm glad to complete the trilogy. Haven't watched this one yet though. There's a film blogger on the internet, you might have heard of him, called Dan Geek, and he thinks this is a very underrated film, and thanks to Movie Mad giving me a heads up on this that it was $4.99 on Amazon, so I got a bit of a bargain there. Glad to own that on 4K. Next up, we've got an Arrow title, and this is Weird Science. Actually only watched this for the first time a few days ago. Weird movie, really weird. This was in my Arrow video collection that I done the other day, but I did only pick it up this month. Yeah, just a bit of a strange one. I think this could actually do with maybe a remake, because I think it could be done better. But I still liked it, I still enjoyed it. It's very, very 80s. But yeah, it's an enjoyable movie. Lots of special features on there. There is another edition of this going around, but I wanted the Arrow one. Glad to own that. Next up, we have another Arrow title, which is also available on Blu-ray, but I wanted the Arrow version, and that is Allboy. Got this on Weird Science in the Arrow sale that was on over Easter. I haven't watched this for a long time, but I remember really, really liking it. I've actually got a rewatch list saved on my phone, and this is on there because I do want to give it a rewatch, but I remember really, really liking this. One of the best foreign movies ever made, in my opinion. It's basically about a guy who gets locked up for 15 years, and when he comes out, he finds his wife's been killed, and he wants vengeance, basically. But there's a bit more to it than that. I think a lot of you might have seen Allboy, but if you haven't, definitely checking it out. Definitely check it out. Next up is a movie I've never seen, once again, and that is Dune. Now, I didn't just pick this up because of all the new images that came out for the new movie. This has been on my list for a while, mainly because it's David Lynch. But a lot of the top 10 David Lynch films I look up, this always seems to be bottom. So I'm not holding too high hopes for it. It's not really my style of movie, to be honest. You know, I do like sci-fi films, but when they go very, very sci-fi and on other planets and all these kingdoms on other planets and stuff, I feel like I need a steep learning curve to get into the movie. But I haven't watched this one yet, guys. I'll probably watch this when the new one comes out, because I'll probably review the new one. So near the time that comes out, I'll probably give this a watch. Next up is a movie I loved. It was 10 Cloverfield Lane. First time watch for me when I bought this the other day. John Goodman was fantastic in this, and I'm also a big fan of Mary Elizabeth Winstead from Fargo season 3. Ever since I watched that, I've always got time for her, and they are both fantastic in this movie. It's basically, she wakes up from a car crash and she's in John Goodman's bunker that he's made underground, and he's been preparing for this for years, and she doesn't know whether he's crazy or telling the truth, but he says you can't go out there, all the air's polluted. You know, the world's basically ended, we've got to stay here. And there's another character in there with them, just 3 of them in this bunker. And it's really interesting. I think it's part of the Cloverfield trilogy, but I don't think you have to watch Cloverfield to see this. I think they're like loosely linked, but this is a fantastic movie, guys. I really like this one. Next up, we have Blair Witch, the remake. Yeah, I enjoyed this one. I haven't watched it for a while. I think I watched it on Netflix about 2 years ago, but it's not a bad remake. You know, I don't think you're ever going to get the scare factor that the original Blair Witch gave me. I do prefer the original, but this is still a solid remake. Basically the same story. Don't think it's handheld, from what I remember, found footage. I think it's just a standard movie, from what I remember anyway, but it's not a bad film. Remakes tend to get looked down upon before people even give them a viewing, so it's always good to give a movie a chance. Watched this one last night, and it is How I Spent My Summer Vacation. I wasn't really a fan of this one, guys. It's basically Mel Gibson goes to jail in Mexico, but it's like the jail's a little city, and people have paid to get the wives living in there with them and the kids. It's just a stupid concept, really. I couldn't really get into this one. I think it tried to be cleverer than it had any right to be. It just didn't pull it off for me. It just wasn't for me, this one, guys. A lot of people do like that movie, though. Next up is a film that I love, but I haven't seen this sequel, and that is Ted 2. Just haven't got around to this one yet. I don't know why I didn't go and see it at the cinema when it first came out. If I remember correctly, I think it bombed a little bit, but I do love the first Ted, so I'll give this a watch soon, hopefully. Next up, we have Ride Along 2. I owned the first one for quite a while. I got it from Poundland about a year ago, and I finally watched it this month because me and my fiance just fancied something easy to watch, and we loved it, so I went out and got Ride Along 2, and it's not as good as the first one, but it's still an enjoyable movie. I love Kevin Hart in every movie I've seen him in. He just makes the film. He's hilarious. And I like Ice Cube as an actor as well. He's always just... He's not an amazing as an actor, but he always makes fun movies. And these two together really make a good team. Yeah, I wouldn't say no to a Ride Along 3. Next up is Night at the Museum. First time watch for me a few weeks ago. It was okay. Just a standard little fun family movie, but you know, I enjoyed it. It was decent enough. Basically, just Ben Stiller, he becomes a guard overnight on the night shift at a museum, and when the sun goes down, everything in the museum comes alive, and he's got to deal with it. Yeah, not a bad film. And of course, I did pick up the second one, Night at the Museum 2. I only found out lately that after looking these movies up, there's actually a third one, so I'm gonna have to grab that. But I think I enjoyed this one a little bit better. You know, there was more fun characters in this one, a little bit over the top. It's like all these museums antiques coming together in this one place because everything's getting replaced by gadgets and stuff, and you know, high tech, what's the name, holograms and stuff telling you the history, and they don't really need the old statues and stuff, so they all get put into this one little place underground. And yeah, it was in an underground or in a lockup, but yeah, I enjoyed this one a little bit better. I will pick up the third one very soon. Goes for really cheap, so I'll grab that. Next up is Insidious 2. This is in the Music Magpie sale, like a few of the last ones I've just showed you. I recently watched Insidious 3 and I thought it was fantastic, so I had a little buzz for the Insidious movies. So I picked this one up when it was in the sale. Gonna have to grab the third one too. Haven't seen the fourth yet. This is probably the weakest out of the three, but it's still decent enough. There's one jump scare in this movie where I really did jump out my skin. But yeah, not a bad film. If you like Insidious, it's worth a watch. Next one up is Anger Management. Haven't watched this for quite a while, and I remember being a little bit disappointed because I thought it was going to be Adam Sandler just beating the shit out of everyone like he does in Happy Gilmore. But he's actually quite a calm character in this, for the most part anyway. It's not a bad film, you know. I'm a sucker for Adam Sandler easy watch movies, and this is one of them. This was in the sale again, so I just grabbed it. Next up is a movie called Don't Breathe from 2016, I think. I remember watching about half of this on Sky, but I fell asleep, and it's basically about these people who go into this, I think he's a blind guy, and they try to rob his house, but they have to keep quiet because he's coming after them, and everywhere they hear a noise, he starts blowing the walls through with a shotgun and stuff. I think that's what I remember it as, but you know, I'm intrigued to watch the rest of this, and I hate watching half movies. I never turn a movie off, but I just fell asleep and never got round to watching it again, but glad to pick this up. Next up is a movie that really surprised me because I'd heard bad reviews for this, and I don't know why. And that is This Means War with Tom Hardy and Chris Pine. Reese Witherspoon, they basically are best friends, and they I think they work for, is it MI5 or something like that. But Reese Witherspoon goes on a couple of blind dates with both of them, and it's like a little war between them who she's gonna pick. It's a really funny movie, guys. Really nice little concept. I thought this was hilarious. I don't see why people are giving this bad reviews at all. It was just a fun movie. I really enjoyed it, and I'm always down for watching Tom Hardy movies. I think he's a great actor. Looking forward to Capone, is it? The images from that, he looks really creepy in that. But yeah, good movie this one, guys. I enjoyed this. Next up is a movie I've never seen, and that is Cowboys and Aliens. It was in the Music Magpie sale, so I just grabbed it. It's probably stupid, but my granddad actually watched this and said it was brilliant. And when he says a film is brilliant and not a load of tripe, as he likes to say, I'm gonna take notice. He enjoyed it, so yeah, that's the reason I grabbed this one in the 4 for £8 sale. I think it might be something I'll be into. Next one is Bates Motel Season 2. I already own Season 1, and this was in the sale too. I know this is on Netflix, but I'd rather own it. It's one of my favourite TV series ever. You know, if you haven't seen Bates Motel and you like the movie Psycho, this is definitely worth a watch. It's a modern take on it. And this really cemented Vera Farmiga as probably my favourite actress ever. She's fantastic in this movie. You know, she's such a good actress, she really is. And Freddie Highmore, who plays Norman, is also great in the film. It's a really solid series, guys. Hope to grab 3, 4 and 5 at some point because they go for really cheap. So if I do see them in CX or whatever, I'll grab them. By the way, everyone, this was in the post. I didn't go out, you know, because I can't really. The only place that's open is Poundland, and I'm not really going to go there just for Blu-rays. If we're going shopping there, and I'll probably have a look at the Blu-rays, but I'm doing my part to social distance if I can. So these were all through the post. But this is a fantastic series, guys. Really, check it out. And they're all the Blu-rays, guys, I'm afraid. But I did pick up a video game as well, and that was Final Fantasy VII. My favourite game of this gen, easily. I'm going to go through it on hard mode again. I've got all the trophies that I can on normal mode. So can't wait to replay this again on hard mode, even though it's probably going to be fucking tough. But I just love it. It's everything I wanted it to be and more. It's just fantastic. It really is. Absolutely love it. And that is it, guys, for my 4K and Blu-ray update for April 2020. Yeah, thanks for watching. You know, I'm going to do a end of month vlog in a few days. All the movies I've watched this month. I've done a mid-month one already, but in this second half, there's more movies than the first half, because I've been averaging 2 movies a day. One when I wake up and one with my fiance every night, because I'm off work. So, I've just been furloughed for another 3 weeks. Whether he phones me or not in that time period, I don't know, but it'll probably let me conquer me to-watch list. So, yeah, gonna be doing a horror revisited of Scream, because I watched that the other night and I've set out my big script for it, so look out for that. And still gonna try and review Lady and the Tramp before the month's out, because I did promise it. That is it, guys, for my 4K and Blu-ray update. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take it easy, guys. See you later.